What's going on, everyone? Alliance Work here, and welcome back to another video. In this video, I wanted to go over all of the raid skips, where you can find them, and what you need to do to add them to your account. Because for those that don't know, raid skips are now account-wide, meaning if you unlock a raid skip to, let's say, Garrosh and Siege of Orgrimmar, you can now do a raid skip to Garrosh on all of your tunes. And I'm going to be covering that for all of the different raids. So subscribe if you enjoy, and let's hop on into it. The very first skip was actually introduced in Blackrock Foundry, but we'll get to that in a moment. To use the Garrosh skip, you first must have defeated Garrosh Hellscream at least once, and then you just interact with this scroll. And you click Tell Me the Story of Garrosh Hellscream's Final Reckoning, and then voila, you are automatically at Garrosh Hellscream. As long as you don't go the other way like I did. But this skip was implemented because the player base, and I am with them on this, agreed that Siege of Orgrimmar was way too long to be running for the Kor'kron Juggernaut and the Tusks of Manoroth. So, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to do something I've never done before, make a little bit of a cut. So it might be a few minutes for me, but it'll be like 10 seconds for you guys. Alright, our next skip is going to be in Hellfire Citadel, which is represented by these two portals. For the portals, you have to kill Gorefiend a total of 5 times, because the quest for him normally isn't available until after you've killed him the first time. And you will have to kill Manoroth 4 times to get the Destructor's Rise portals, which will be located right here to go to the Upper Citadel, and then right here to go just to Gorefiend and Archimonde. And for Blackrock Foundry, the place where the skips started, you will find your raid skips over here at these Blackrock artifacts, right at the entrance. To get this skip activated, you will have to kill Cromog 4 times, you will have to kill Blast Furnace 4 times, and you will have to kill the Iron Maidens 5 times, because the quest isn't active until you have defeated them. All you do is just interact with the rock, and the door to Blackhand is open. No further BS needed. And for the Tumis Sargeras skip, you can find the skip entrance right here. And to activate this skip, you will have to kill Goroth when you enter the raid to unlock it, and you must defeat the Maiden of Vigilance 4 times in order to have the skip permanently opened. Alright, for the Nighthold skip, you simply want to run all the way down here. And once you've completed the quest, this door will automatically open on its own. You just come up to this purple orb, and then you click it, and you want to choose Nightspire to take you to Elisande, which is the boss you will have to defeat 4 times in order to get this skip. And then once you defeat her, a new option will appear called the Font of Night, and that is where Gul'dan will reside. Alright, and for the next skip, which is Emerald Nightmare, you simply want to follow the pathway up after you defeat Nythendra. And then you simply want to talk to Malfurion and choose the option, Can the power of the Essence of Clarity guide us into the heart of the nightmare? And that will cause Malfurion to open up the Emerald Nightmare skip to Xavius. Once you have killed the Garathi Annihilator and Antorus for the skip here, you simply want to follow this path. I'm just going to hop over the ads. And I believe you'll get these quests from Magni and Terralion, or Velen, one of the three. That will require you to kill Eminar 4 times and Agrimar 4 times. Doing that will grant you access to this beacon, which will take you to the Exhaust, which is for Eminar and Kingaroth, and the Burning Throne, which will have Varimathras, Coven, Agrimar, and Argus. For the Battle of Dazar Allure skip for Alliance, you are simply going to want to zone into the raid, and as soon as you zone in, you want to talk to Ensign Roberts and choose Stay Calm and just tell us what you remember. And as you see, this will port you directly to Jaina Proudmoore. For Horde players, you want to, when you zone into the Battle of Dazar Allure, simply come over and talk to Atoyi and choose the option We're Ready to Lead On. And that, just like the Alliance, will also port you to Jaina Proudmoore. But I do believe you have to kill Jaina before being able to do these skips. Alright, and for Nyalotha, this one's going to be a lengthy one. When you zone into the raid, you want to kill Wrathion. Like I said, this one's going to be a little lengthy, so in order to get the skip for this raid, you are actually going to have to kill Radan, Il'gynoth, and Vexiona a whopping 5 times each. Once just to get to the quest, and then the other 4 times for the quest items. But once you have the skip, you actually don't have to kill Mott or Skitra anymore at that point. You simply follow the path. And for the Castle Nathria skip, you will need to defeat Sludgefist 4 times after acquiring the quest from either Renathal or... no, it's from Draven. And then, I don't know what happens if you don't activate it at this point, but I've seen instances where if you don't activate it at this point, that the skip just doesn't work. But you just talk to Draven, and that's what will activate Sludgefist. Alright, and for the Sanctum of Domination skip, you simply need to kill Kel'Thuzad 4 times, and then when you turn to quest, talk to this Acolyte. For some reason it's not working on my Warrior, but it works on most of my other tunes. Just talk to her and she will open up the portal for you, which will be like a really frozen-y looking portal. And for the final skip we'll be covering in Sepulchre, you simply need to advance on this hallway. You will need to kill Subjugator Zeltoth, possibly all the trash as well, to get the NPCs to follow down the path. Because otherwise the NPCs will traverse down and you won't be able to activate the skip, so you do have to kill all this trash. Or at the very least, like I said, the Subjugator. And then from here you just go up to Bolvar, and you should have an option that says something like "I'm ready to save the boy king," which will allow you to skip through to Anduin by coming up here and selecting Domination's Grasp. I don't know why the Sepulchre and Sanctum skips are not working, but I decided to leave out the Dragonflight raids because they're not really soloable yet. But if you guys did enjoy this video, then do consider subscribing, as this was a very massive project. I'm going to get started on getting this video set up right now for you guys. And I hope you have a wonderful, fantastic rest of your day.